I obviously would like to very much firstly acknowledge the fact that the company FPCL has in fact has been highlighted by the board member Vijay Maharaj has been performing well. I want to just very quickly highlight to you that bonuses are paid when a company performs well. Bonuses aren't a matter of right. Your wages is your right. You work, you get paid. Bonuses is something on top of that. Bonuses is something when the company performs beyond expectations. The only way that the company can perform beyond expectations is that if everybody within the organization works well and goes beyond the expectations. That's when a bonus is paid. I was told 2 days ago there were some union officials trying to get a company to pay bonuses when that company was making a loss. That goes to show a complete lack of understanding of how companies operate, or what are the commercial and financial realities. Commercial and financial realities, ladies and gentlemen, means that in order for the company to survive, you need to be able to make money. Just because you may gain revenue, it does not mean that you are making a profit. Revenue minus your expenses gives you your profit, I'm putting it simply. Then you pay taxes. And whatever is left is what you call net operating profit after taxes. In this particular case, your company, even though you aren't earning as much money as, for example, Airports Fiji Limited, has still decided to pay you a bonus because the company has performed well. And I like people to understand that, because if you are able to understand that, then you will also understand that how important teamwork is. If everybody works as a team in one organization, your company will be able to do even better, and you will even be able to gain more bonuses. As you see, for the first time in Fiji's history, we have one company in Fiji in which government has shares, where the employees or the workers in that organization are getting a share of the profits. They don't just get bonus, but they also get a share of the profits. And the reason why Fiji Airways has been able to do that is because Fiji Airways has been able to restructure itself. And the people and the workers in that organization understand what is profit margin, what they need to do in order for the company to do well. And we all must understand, if the company does well, we all do well. You all do well. It's a very basic piece of information and knowledge that we all need to understand. In today's announcement, of course, we are paying a total bonus of about $256,084.30. You have 206 staff that will benefit from this bonus payment. It also includes payment of bonus to the relief workers too. In many companies in the commercial sector, they don't pay bonuses to relief workers, the casual workers. But in this particular case, even the relief workers are being paid something more than what they take home as workers as part of their wages. What I would like to highlight, one important point that the board member highlighted, was that Fiji Ports Corporation Limited has managed to reduce a significant amount of its debt. The debt has reduced, and the figures are from $17.9 million to $7.2 million. When the company's debts are reduced, it means the company has more ability to have more cash in its hands, in particular if the revenue is increasing. Ladies and gentlemen, you and your organization plays a very important role in Fiji. In all countries, in particular countries that have are in the maritime zone, ports are very, very important. You are the point of entry, you are the point of exit, in particular for goods, and of course people too. So you have a very important stake in making sure as to how the country will grow. As you know that at the moment the economy is doing well. When the economy is doing well, when people have more money in their pockets, they spend money also. When they spend money, they need goods and services. They need goods. And a lot of the goods that we here see, this is not made in Fiji, this is not made in Fiji, this is not made in Fiji, this pen is not made in Fiji. Everything comes from overseas, at least over here. So when people demand more goods will be coming through the ports. How efficient are your ports will also determine as to how much we'll pay for this pen. If your port is inefficient, the price of this pen will go up. The port is inefficient, the price of this will go up. So you play a very pivotal role, and a very critical role, but also a role that will ensure that if carried out well, we can be in a very, very significant place in Fiji and in the region. So we are hoping with the divestment of shares that has been carried out in Fiji Ports Corporation Limited, with government still being the majority shareholder of 41%, that we will be able to, as alluded to by the board member, be able to develop a very good master plan and a significant upgrade of our ports, whether in the current location or whether in a new location. That's something that needs to be worked out. But the most important thing is that the port, whether upgraded or a new port, must be modern, it must be efficient, and it must be able to attract more ships to Fiji. Only this morning we had the pleasure of announcing that from next year, Fiji Airways will now fly to San Francisco. Fiji Airways now will fly from next year to San Francisco, LA, Hong Kong, Singapore, Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, Christchurch, Wellington, Auckland, Tonga, Samoa, Vanuatu, and Solomon Islands. This is the potential for Fiji. Fiji has now become a hub for air travel. Every single continent that's around the Pacific, we fly to that continent, except South America, which God willing will fly one day, soon. That's what we need to do with our ports. We want the people in the region to view Suva, to view Lautoka as the hub. Let's take our goods to Suva and Lautoka. From there we can send it to other places. Let's stop in Suva and Lautoka because the ports are efficient. The workers know what they're doing. The mechanics, the cranes, everything is working efficiently. That's the potential we have with the port system in Fiji. And that's where we want to be. This is why we are developing new partnerships, new arrangements, bringing in new people, so we can continue to provide not only jobs, sustain your jobs, but to also improve the working conditions, the wages, the bonuses, but also create more employment. So ladies and gentlemen, this bonus is today part and parcel of a recognition of the work that's been carried out by the workers at Fiji Ports Corporation Limited. And without making too long a speech, I'd like to thank all of you for your contribution. This is a recognition of your hard work. The board has obviously recommended it. Those of you who may not know, the way it works is the board recommends it to us. Ministry of Public Enterprise assesses it. They look at the profit margins, they look at the recommendations. Then it comes to the Minister of Public Enterprise. Then we make a recommendation to the Honorable Prime Minister. Once he gives its okay, then we are able to pay out the bonus. So it goes through a very thorough check. And the thorough check obviously has said that you need to be paid the bonus because you deserve it. So thank you very much for your contribution. I'd also like to acknowledge the presence and of course the hard work done by the board. We have been in a state of transition, and we'll have a new look board with some of the board members existing at the moment who will continue into the new board, with FNPF board members coming on deck, including some board members from Aitken Spence in the new year. So please be rest assured that the future is very bright. The future will be even brighter if we all work very hard and work well together and coordinate our efforts. And always remember that we must always put our country first. That is very, very important. No country in this world has ever become great without the people not thinking about their country. So once again, thank you to the board and to, of course, the CEO and his team. And I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a very prosperous and a Happy New Year. Vinaka.